A few years ago, I planned a vacation to Thailand with my friends. We had been talking about this trip for months, imagining the beautiful beaches, delicious food, and exciting adventures waiting for us. It was supposed to be the perfect getaway, a time to relax, explore, and make unforgettable memories. None of us expected that this trip would turn into one of the wildest experiences of our lives. Looking back, this vacation didn't just give us an incredible story to tell, it also helped me improve my English in ways I never imagined. When you're traveling, language is not just something you study in a book. It becomes a tool for survival, a way to communicate, to understand, and to navigate unexpected situations. Our journey started in Bangkok, a city full of life, energy, and a mix of modern skyscrapers and ancient temples. From the moment we landed, everything felt exciting. We checked into our hotel and immediately set out to explore. We visited the Grand Palace, tried street food, and even attempted to bargain in the local markets. I was excited to practice English with tourists and locals, and I quickly realized how important it was to be able to ask for directions, order food, and understand signs. After spending a few days in the city, we decided to travel to Phuket, a stunning island known for its white sandy beaches and crystal clear water. The plan was simple: enjoy the sun, take boat tours, and experience the famous nightlife. Everything was going smoothly, and for the first few days, the vacation felt like a dream. One evening, we decided to take a boat tour to the nearby Phi Phi Islands. We had seen pictures of the islands, and they looked like paradise. The sun was shining, and the water was calm as we boarded a small boat with other tourists. The tour guide, a friendly Thai man, gave instructions in English, explaining the schedule and safety guidelines. We listened carefully, excited for the adventure ahead. As the boat sped across the water, we enjoyed the view of the limestone cliffs and the endless blue sea. Our first stop was Maya Bay, a beautiful beach surrounded by towering cliffs. We swam, took photos, and enjoyed the peaceful atmosphere. Everything felt perfect. However, as we were preparing to leave for the next island, the weather suddenly changed. Dark clouds appeared in the sky, and within minutes, the calm sea turned into rough waves. The tour guide quickly gathered everyone and told us to get back on the boat. "A storm is coming," he said, his voice serious. At first, we thought it was just a passing shower, but as we moved further into the open water, the rain became heavier, and the wind grew stronger. The boat rocked violently as the waves crashed against it. Water splashed over the sides, soaking everyone on board. I could see the fear in my friends' eyes, and I knew we were all thinking the same thing. This was not part of the plan. The captain tried to reassure us, but the storm only grew worse. The boat slowed down as visibility decreased, and we could barely see the islands in the distance. I gripped the side of the boat, trying to stay steady. One of my friends, Mia, looked at me and asked, "What do we do?" I remembered the English phrases I had learned for emergencies. I turned to the tour guide and asked, "What's the plan? Are we going back to shore?" He explained that the waves were too strong to return immediately, so we had to wait for the storm to calm down. We had no choice but to drift in the open water, hoping for the best. I could hear people whispering in different languages, some praying, others trying to comfort each other. A woman next to me was visibly panicked, so I tried to reassure her. "Stay calm," I said, remembering one of the phrases I had practiced before. She nodded, trying to take deep breaths. As we waited for the storm to pass, I realized how much English was helping me in this situation. I needed to listen carefully to the tour guide's instructions, communicate with my friends, and stay aware of what was happening. It was not just about learning a language for school or exams. This was real life, and knowing English was helping me understand and react to a dangerous situation. After what felt like an eternity, the storm began to weaken. The rain slowed down, and the waves became less aggressive. The captain restarted the engine, and we slowly made our way back toward the island. Everyone let out a sigh of relief as we saw the lights of the shore getting closer. When we finally reached land, we were exhausted. Our clothes were soaked, and our legs felt weak from standing on the rocking boat. But more than anything, we were grateful to be safe. As we sat down on the sand, catching our breath, we started laughing. The fear we had felt just moments ago now seemed like part of an incredible adventure. That night, as we dried off and talked about what had happened, I realized something important. This experience had not only given us a story to tell, but had also shown me the true power of language. In moments of uncertainty, being able to communicate clearly and understand what was happening made all the difference. During the trip, I had used several important English phrases that helped me navigate the situation. What's the plan? To ask for updates and instructions. Are we going back to shore? To understand the captain's decision. Stay calm. To help reassure someone who was scared. What should we do? To ask for guidance in an emergency. These were not just words I had memorized. They were words that helped in a real-life situation. I realized that learning a language is not just about knowing grammar rules or vocabulary lists. It's about being able to communicate when it matters most. Looking back, our trip to Thailand was nothing like what we had imagined. We expected sunny days, relaxation, and fun adventures, but instead, we got caught in a storm, lost at sea, and tested in ways we never expected. But strangely, it was the unexpected moments that made the trip unforgettable. This experience taught me that challenges, even scary ones, can be valuable lessons. Just like in language learning, mistakes and difficult situations help us grow. If I had not practiced English before, I might have struggled to understand the instructions on the boat, and I would not have been able to communicate with my friends and the tour guide. If you're learning English, I encourage you to put yourself in situations where you have to use it. It doesn't have to be a storm in the middle of the ocean. It can be as simple as talking to a tourist, watching a movie without subtitles, or reading a book in English. The more you experience the language, the more confident you'll become. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a crazy travel experience? Did you learn something from it? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Keep learning, keep exploring, and most importantly, keep telling your stories.